gods have no love for your
Pleasure
kind.
to see you. I believe we met in bizimle.
Yeah.
Well, I had an inkling and it didn't disappoint me. It was a long voyage to this cesspit, but it's about to make sense. Voltest's killer, live and in person. How are you? Happy and healthy?
Can't complain.
I am delighted, really. But you see, it's a long way back to Visima, and I'd rather not dawdle. I lost a load of time looking for you.
No reason to waste any more talking then. Bon voyage.
Listen, Jester. You're worth more to me alive, but if need be, I will take you back as a corpse. You choose.
All right. Give it a shot.
Drop your sword and put your hands together, or I'll not vouch for what...
Shut up. Go ahead. Try to kill me.
No need to fear those witches' tricks! I've got a...
You'll regret that.
Hit the freak! Hit the freak!
You'll regret that.
We've got a wanted man here. Grab him, boys.
Erkek gibi valla.
He's worth a bundle. Don't fuck this up.
Bu basamak anlatmamak değil mi? Ama kararına bakalım neymiş. Bunu neden aldık ya? Bir yol gel. Bundan böyle herkes besin öğrenmesi gerektiğini sonra havai klasör kullanmak için tekrar. Kralı öldürdüğümüzü sandıkları için bizim peşimize düşmüşler. Adımızı temize çıkarmak
Was it you who ate Little Red Riding Hood?
Oh, welcome.
What?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
Leave your weapon here.
Guard it with care. It's very valuable.
Wait, Wolf. I need to talk to the Commandant too.
You going inside or not?
Listen, friend. I'm an officer and you're a runt. And when I say jump, you will not only...
Come on, Roach.
With these cunts, Laredo couldn't protect the port from a drunk lumberjack, let alone Yorveth.
He's succeeded so far, Roach.
The port is rotting away, and this prick throws fireside feast. A ballista! The bastard's got a ballista. You know the power of this weapon. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away.
Yeah, an experienced crew can release 2 bolts each minute, but it can't hit the same spot twice because it recoils and shifts. I've heard that somewhere before.
Where did you learn about
Yolda ne
ballistae?
demek?
I knew someone who knew a bit about them.
Unimportant. We need to damage it if we don't want to be at Laredo's mercy. They're all drunk here now. I'll provoke the guard.
Relax, Roach. I don't want to fight this rabble again.
As long as that weapon's operational, no one will sail this section of the Pontar without Laredo's express permission.
I'll handle this. Go have a drink.
Huh?
Don't you traipse around here.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
Don't you traipse around
True.
here.
You know this one. A little elf was skipping
Don't-
down the path.
Bir şekilde o adamlardan
Along came a dwarf there, kicked him in the arse. Plough 'em all, plough 'em all. Oh, you arse fuck, dirty rotten scum. Plough 'em all, plough 'em all. Do that again, and I'll fuck your mum. Plough them all.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
elemanı uzaklaştırıp inancını sabote etmemiz lazım abi.
Sniffing around like dogs in a rubbish dump.
Who's the one?
Nothing better than a fireside feast. Sniffing
Except a
around like
fireside
dogs
feast
in a
with
rubbish
copious amounts of liquor.
he were the king himself.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the commandant's provided it all.
True.
That one
Come here,
struts,
lass.
that
Your
one
uncle's
struts
got a
about as if he
story
were the
for
king
you.
himself.
Sniffing
So long as he
around
can
like
afford to
dogs
tell
in
it.
a rubbish dump.
I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orans.
Sniffing around like dogs in a rubbish dump.
Aynen.
I don't like freaks.
And I don't like oafish no-necks.
What do you want, mutant?
Büyük bir şimdi. Olur.
To try my luck. Arm wrestling.
I'm gonna crush you, mutant.
Save the boasting till later. Let's do this.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the
Sakin.
commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10
I
orans.
hate mutants like you.
I know, I know.
They say witches have no need to plough. Did you know that?
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
I don't like
true.
strangers.
You know this one. A little elf.
What do you need, ugly?
Ugly,
Well, you ain't exactly handsome.
but
I wouldn't worry. Women prefer ugly men to groomed dandies. And you're ugly something mighty. Care for a romp?
can't just now. But I'll find you later in town. What's your name?
Margarita.
I wanted to surprise my friend, the sad-looking guy by the ballista.
Tam aradığım
Some idiot wanted me to read him poems recently. Extravagance, as I say it. I didn't like it.
I was thinking of something a little more traditional.
What would you have me do?
Just go with your specialty.
All right, it'll be my standard rate.
Draw him away from the ballista while you're at it.
Slap me hard and call me stupid. Trying to put one by me? That'll cost you more.
How's that?
Surcharge on special requests. Those are the rules.
Let me think it over.
3 oran mı yapıyor? Kaç? 83 oran. 50'ye anlaşırız ya.
All right, I'm off to give the boys some diversion.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
50'yi kabul ettim.
Greetings.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
Care for a little diversion, grave one?
I'm on duty.
Oh, come on. Your comrades are well at it having their fun. Why should you be any worse?
You're right. Let's go.
Sonunda harekete geçti. Gidin şurayı sabote edeyim. Abi sakso. Sakso. Parçayı aldım baba. Sabote ettik.
How was it?
With tits like that, you could conquer autumn.
Did you hear? 2 big shots arrived. Wonder what
The
they
list is
want.
decommissioned.
Perfect. Let's go see Laredo.
Nothing better than a
Laredo's busy with that witch Sheila. Come back later.
Geralt, let's wait downstairs in the yard. Yes?
Do we wait until the honorable lady is done with the venerable hick?
Waste of time. Looks like a good number of Flotsam's town watchmen are here. We should look around. Did you see that arbalist behind the house? I'll get his attention. Give him something to think about. Why don't you find out what they're guarding so closely?
My apologies, gentlemen. I could not help overhearing your conversation.
What do you want?
In point of fact, it's a matter for the Witcher. I have an offer.
An offer? Interesting.
I suspect you did not come to Flotsam for pleasure alone.
You suspect right.
Do you know about the monster in the river?
Might have heard something.
I expect someone will hire you to deal with it sooner or later. Thus, I presume that...
Stop presuming, expecting, and concluding. Just tell me what you want.
Our honored host is in possession of part of a trap, built especially for the beast in question.
Go on.
Around back, there's a storage area where Laredo keeps the treasures he confiscates from merchants and travelers. There are heaps of things out there.
Let me guess. You know exactly where I need to look.
Precisely. I saw Laredo's men carrying the contraption across the garden in a crate. They placed it on a platform by the wall, beyond which lies the craftsman's district.
Why are you telling me?
Why? We need to be rid of the beast as soon as possible. Good luck.
All right. I'll distract the guard. You sneak behind the house.
Brilliant as ever.
Soldier, report to me immediately.
What do you want?
Shut it, soldier. Have respect for your superiors or spend the rest of your life on the king's galley.
Apologies, sir. I didn't realize...
As I see it, the entire garrison could use a lesson in discipline. Isn't that right?
Sir!
That's the attitude, soldier. The commandant will hear of this.
In Flotsam, we cut the hands off thieves.
I was looking for the privy.
You're lucky the commandant wants to see you. Come on!
Hayda.
Commandant, sir. We caught the witches sneaking around the garden.
Bring him in and leave.
Yes, sir.
We were just discussing a certain matter. You here on business too?
The commandant wanted to see me.
In that case, I shall leave you to it.
Finally.
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria. You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law round here, and the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
That's no concern of yours.
Listen, Witcher, here in Flotsam, everything's my ploughing concern. Let me help you, Geralt.
I'm looking for the man responsible for Foltest's death.
Here?
I know the Scoia'tael had a hand in it too. It's their trail I followed to Flotsam.
Lucky you found Bernard Laredo, then. If you're telling the truth, Yorveth's got raw blood on his hands. I can help you find him.
What about Vernon Roach? Why didn't you let him in?
Roach? Know the aura that surrounds him? Men like him act first and think later. And when they act, almost inevitably innocent blood flows. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course. Terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
A local conflict, none of my business.
You killed some elves on the riverbank outside Flotsam.
We were attacked.
You failed to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Laredo. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No, talking bollocks. I piss on the fact that they call you freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other. We're fighting a war. And you, my friend, cannot straddle the fence.
What about the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters? They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure, they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do.
I'm surprised they haven't turned on you already.
How so?
The town guards treat non-humans like shit. Frankly, I don't know what keeps them here.
I'll tell you what, Geralt. The hunger they'd face in the forest. But I grant you, those acts of insubordination need to be stopped. Soldiers are simple men. When you see your mate die, a scoia'tael arrow in his throat, it's hard to look favourable at the elf who sells your wife coloured kerchiefs. You're a Witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
You detest non-humans.
I detest Yorveth, the coward who hunts the innocent instead of facing soldiers. I detest that whore son who murders women and children while claiming that he fights for freedom. He's a monster, Geralt. He's the evil I protect people from. And anyone who helps a monster becomes a similar monster to my mind.
Enough. I get it.
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I have an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
What's on the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists. On their way to the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as...
Their infamous leader joins them. The cherry on the cake and Bernard Laredo's crown trophy.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves, and dwarves will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
How can Zoltan help if he can't go outside the walls?
Step by step, Geralt. That's how you build trust. You could start by tending to a problem we have. A beast. The Kairan has blocked all boat traffic. I'm losing tolls. That is, the trading post is losing revenue. Kill the Kairan and I'll declare your friends acquitted of their crimes. Then Zoltan can take you to see Yorveth.
I'm a Witcher. I don't work for free.
Course you don't. Help us capture the scoia'tael commander, and you'll be rewarded generously, straight from the trading post's treasury.
I'll see what I can find out.
Now you stir up storms wherever you go. I actually believe you'll bring peace to Flotsam. Don't disappoint this town, Geralt. Farewell.
Turned me away at the door, the bastard.
We'll meet later. Don't forget your weapons on the way out.
Then his hand inched towards his knife.
Nervy. What then?
He got a bolt in the back. Too bad he turned out to be poor.
The poor ones are always uppity.
Hello? He's... hello? Hello?
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
You did turn pale when we met Sheila.
You must have imagined that.
I know you too well.
Sheila's one of the most powerful sorceresses.
That's no reason to fear her.
She can't be trusted, in my experience. I know her to be devious and manipulative.
Any proof?
She's well aware you lost your memory, yet pretended she didn't know.
Why would she do that?
I don't know. Her true intentions have always been hard to fathom.
I'll see if I can't learn what they are.
How?
I'll go hunting with her, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
Bu çağdan kalma bir köy ya işte.
I seek the elf named Cedric. Any of you know where he is?
What's your business?
Biz yavrum. Her şey yolunda mı? Ha bunları söylemiştik mi? Tamam. Bu nasıl yapacak? Üst üste gidiyor. Aman üst taraf.
In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Morrill would delight in a day like this, Sir Heron. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let others' shay poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Va fail.
Va fail.
Cedric bekle. Seninle konuşmam lazım.
Are you Cedric?
Who asks?
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And?
Triss Marigold.
Elf var, cüce
Lovely
var.
scent, Triss.
Cedric, look at me.
What do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
Oha. Ne diyeceğiz?
I aim to kill the Karen. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank.
Bu Kayran
Inspect
dediği
any traces it's
denizde
left.
yaşayan
See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enshe. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric.
You'll find me by the boat wreck.
Sheesh, Triss. Sure you're not overusing those
Teleportaki. Limana gitmek sonra ne bulacağız? Sonra buraya mı yapacağız?
Hello.
Abi şuradan direkt zıpla işte yani. Ne uğraşıyoruz ki böyle zıp zıplamaya? Dur lan Cedric, bir şeyler daha soracaktım ben sana. Nereye gittin? Bekle.
The elf woman you were talking about. How did she disappear?
Saharim believes the forest took her.
What do you believe?
Moriel simply vanished, almost a year ago now. Some say she was too beautiful, and Dwan must have harmed her.
You believe that?
If I have no evidence before me, I try to trust my feelings. And they tell me the forest did not take her.
Why would you keep that from Saharim?
Because it's meaningless. Perhaps she was murdered, perhaps she departed on her own, never to return. She's gone, and neither I nor Saharim can reverse that.
Neyse.
Good luck.
Konuşmayalım. Yoksa oyun bitmeyecek. Aslında suikastçı tipi var ha. Geralt'ın. Şeyi var burada. Ne oluyor lan? Çocuklar niye benim peşime takılıyor, ben anlamış değilim.
Does he tend to lose them?
Ha oğlum. Evet, iki kılıyım ben. Bir dakika lan, buraya gittim. Nereye gittim? Hayran nerede? Burada bir yerde. Ha, ormandan böyle gideceğiz. Tamam. Buradan gideceğiz. Hayır. Değil. Witcher'ın ikinci oyunu bu. Suikastçı neydi lan? Krallar ve kralların suikastçıları. İkinci oyunu. Suikastçı değil ya, bu şey bu. Witcher oğlum. Yok baba bende. Hepsi sende. Sen gel, bütün şey bende zaten. Hep benimkine bakın. Bütün malzemesi var. Geliyor illa benim çantaya bakacak ya. Balık mı yiyelim? Hadi bakalım. Vallahi şu an Kayran'la ben savaşamam. Gümüş şeyi de yapamadık. Ne oluyor lan? Ne oluyor lan?
Elves to the moon!
Aydın düştü. Saldırıyor. Allah.
Hit the freak!
Help! Gelin lan. Sana bıçak.
I'll have your head!
Buranın senin de sıran gelecek.
Wolves fight the dust!
da ne ya? Altın hiçbir şey yok.
Wanna
Oğlum.
dance, white teddy?
Bunlar her yerde ama ya. Neyse. Çak. Yürüyelim. Oğlum ya bu yolda çok şey çıkacak. Yani biz bir boşun bir şey içelim ya. Belli yani yolda bir şeyler çıkıyor karşımıza. Dövüş nesli can tarzları hemen. Bir kırlangıç gider ya bize. Hiç baba. Tamam oğlum kalk yeter. İyi 9-10 dakikalık şey geldi bize. Tris.
I wonder what's left of that wreck Cedric mentioned.
If the Karen attacked the boat, it's not likely to be much. We're looking for traces of the beast, not boats.
Bu var. Bizle birlikte gidiyoruz. İyi oldu. Biz bizden güçlüsün. Yüzü ya. Yalnız benim gümüş kılıcım yok ya. Önden gitti ya o, ışınlandı ya. Bilmiyorum şimdi biz oraya girmediğimiz için mi kapattık portalı? Belki biz de onunla birlikte gidebilirdik ama söylemedi ya. Doğru diyorsun.
I'm glad you're here.
Ben de.
See those footprints?
Yeah, strange place for an evening walk.
Unless you're looking for adventure.
Güzelmiş umarım kamera kılıcı yeterli olur karşımıza çıkan yaratıklar için.
Medallion's vibrating.
Ne satayım? Kesin canavar çıkacak. Ah geliyoruz. Al. Oynamı satayım. Direkt atlıyor şerefsizler. İyi. Geldim Tris. Dayan.
Nice to run into some old friends.
Almost brings a tear to your eye.
Let's examine the traces of the Karen and get out of here.
I'm glad you're here.
Yok oraya değil. İyi kestik be. Alkol, demir falan bunları alacağız.
The ram stuffed with sulfur and a dead cobbler. Straight out of Eastern legends. Not good enough for the Karen, though.
Tamam, bunlara hayran mı oluyor?
I'm glad you're here.
Araştırmaya devam. Bir öjden alacağız galiba, müthiş. Müthiş toplar.
Wait a minute.
What are you going to do?
Cast a simple diagnostic spell. It should answer a few questions. This monster's sick, Geralt.
Oh.
It's dying.
How much time does it have left?
A few years? Perhaps a decade and change?
Too long. What's wrong with it? Any information could be useful.
The diagnostic spell showed that some of the cells in its body have mutated.
What else?
The Karen's highly venomous.
Any ideas for an antidote?
Your Witcher's metabolism should neutralize small doses of the toxin. But if I were you, I wouldn't rely on my mutations alone. An Ostmark potion should do the trick.
I know the herb, but haven't the faintest where I might find it around here. I need to think, figure out how I want to fight the Karen. Maybe I won't need the potion.
Do what you will, but don't say I didn't warn you. Sheila might be eager to get this done, but before you go see her, ask some of the locals about Ostmark.
Sağ ol Bayram, hoş geldin.
Cedric. Here's the formula for the potion. I need to take care of some things. Manage without me for a while? See you.
Boş ver dostum, uğraşma, hallettik ya. Bakarız ona sonra. Ne konuşacağız? Cedric ile